Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. This is for Titans of Darkness. Yeah. Today I just finished reading. And I need to give props to Anime Hero from well, they're not called the Green Clan anymore. They're called, what are they called? Phantom something? Well, anyway, Green Clan, whatever. Anime Hero. I have to give props to him. For the last week, I was reading this manga. And I was just in this zone. I couldn't get out of the zone of this show. Because Thomas from the J Room. No. Thomas Pfeiffer from the J Room was posting, an anime. And the anime was Amon, Apocalypse of Devilman. OVA. And I was like, I was thinking about it. And I was like, you know what? It's time to see the original source material. To find out about the manga. Anime is good and all, but I wanted to know about the manga. So, I headed over to Anime Hero, was looking him up on Skype, and he gave me the 411. And basically said, Devilman was a manga, the manga Devilman was created. It is amazing to me when this manga was created. It really is. Because when I started reading it, I was like, okay. It was pretty violent. Very violent. Very violent. I'd go on a limb here and say that Devilman is one of the most, I think, fucked up endings would be proper that I haven't seen, that I've seen in a long ass time. And I'm not sugarcoating it when I say that. The manga of Devilman, pretty disturbing to say the least. There's also another manga that I'm reading at the moment. Then this is gonna be like a review, I guess you could say, more like Afterthoughts. So we call Titan. I'm just gonna call it Devilman Afterthoughts. Devilman Manga Afterthoughts. And it's gonna be on Titans of Darkness. So, it was, and like I said, I gotta give props to Anime Hero. He, I'm at loss for words. And he also told me that, there's Devilman, but then there's another one called Amon. Amon, though, I've been reading so far, and I'm not going to talk about Amon in this Afterthoughts. I'm going to talk about Devilman. He's very interesting, Amon. It is a very interesting manga as well, if you guys go and check it out. If you guys want to really check it out, I posted in the Titans of Darkness Facebook page the whole thing. I posted it on there, and you guys want to go check it out and read it. But I would just say one thing about Amon, and I'm going to go into details with that manga, probably too, for Titans of Darkness, hopefully. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. A little bit more informative. I like what they do in that manga. It's very interesting. Like what they do specifically. But I'll get into that later on. Right now, I want to talk about Devilman. When I first read it, you see, what took me off guard about it was the artwork. That's what really took me off guard. Because I'm thinking I'm not joking around when I say this. This was done in 1972 to 1973. I'm like, that's a long-ass time ago. Shit. And the artwork is remnants of how it was done back then. It's not what you would look at in the mangas you see today. It's totally different. It looked like, I'm not poking fun at Anime Hero. It looked like Speed Racer artwork. And I was like, wow, this is This is something that I'm not accustomed to reading. And as I continued reading it, I was like, okay, you know. But the thing that blew my mind was obviously the violence, was obviously the gore. Listen right now. I'm telling you guys right now. One character to look out for in this manga? Akira's supposed friend. Now, there is something I will say about this. This manga reminds me... The relationship is really what I want to get to in this manga. The relationship between the main character, Akira, Fudo, and his supposed friend, Rio, is questionable as you go along. The relationship between these two, not saying it's the same thing, but I'm just saying it's similar to the kind of relationship between Guts and Griffith in Berserk. Kind of that kind of relationship. But the difference between that and between Berserk, with Griffith and Guts, to this is it's more of you'll see when you read it. It's not the same thing. It's not like, oh, Griffith, betrayed Guts and that whole thing that went down. No, it's different in a way. As you read, you'll get the gist. But the thing that blew me away about this manga was the ending. The ending is the kind of ending that you want to say, wow, you have got to be shitting me. It was like one of those endings you just didn't expect. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, I didn't expect that. And if there's anything to Devilman, what you get out of it is that humans are the true Devilmen. Humans are the true demons in this manga. That's what I believed when reading this. And it's just so fucked up what happens. It's just so fucked up. And, they explain a few things earlier on. With Rio, he explains to Akira a few things. He explains a few things to him, basically stating, I had to do a review on this Afterthoughts because it was just so in my mind. Anyway, explain a few things about the demons and the devils and if this really did happen in real life, that would be insane. That would be ridiculously insane. And I won't spoil too much, but it's basically this whole concept that the devils, the demons, they existed. They actually existed. And they existed during like prehistoric times. And that, during the time of the dinosaurs and shit. And that they didn't die. They were just encased in ice. And they were hibernating. I was like, whoa. And just how they all come back, I was like, oh man, this is so fucked up. What goes down, it's just... And if anything, I feel... Listen, if there's any main character you should feel bad about, feel bad for Akira. Yeah. This guy is just... He doesn't get anything. That is another thing that... And I know people are probably like, you're spoiling. I might be spoiling a little bit here. So this will be Afterthoughts with little spoilers. But it's just... Oh, man. It's like... It's almost as if... And by the way, God in this series doesn't exist. That's what I look at. That's the way I look at it. He does not exist in this series. And he's just so goddamn messed up how Kira gets nothing out of this. nothing. It's just unbelievable. Now, like I said, I haven't read the rest. I've read Devilman, but I haven't read Amon. Amon seems to be a little bit different than Devilman. Now, surprisingly enough, the author who did Devilman also did Amon. So, when I read it, I'll get a better understanding of the whole thing when I finish reading it. But it's a good series. Gotta give props to Anime Hero. I mean, when I was really thinking about it, with this series, I think this series influenced Kubo. Why do I say this? Well, because if you recall in Bleach, Ulquiorra, his final form, when he, goes that second transformation, he looked almost exactly like Amon. Of course, I'm not referencing the manga here. I'm referencing the OVA that it came out with Amon, Apocalypse of Devilman. Because you look at him, and he's got like fur on his legs and on his arms, and that's what Ulquiorra looks like. So I personally think that's true. He was influenced. Give or take. But that's just my 2 cents. But, this is a good series to pick up. If you want to get disturbed and just relish in carnage, pick up this series. It is, oh my god. I've never read a shonen with more of a fucked up ending than Devilman. And that's excluding Evangelion. And truth be told, this is the last thing I want to bring up. If Asayama goes back to the ending he planned originally, and is it anything like the Devilman ending? OMG. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, Devilman, to be honest with you, awesome series. Go pick it up. Go read it. Anytime you can. Unfortunately, I can't put in a good discussion below, in the description box below, but it is on the Facebook page. Go check it out. I posted it on the Facebook page. But if you guys can't find it, I'll repost it. You just have to PM me on my channel or Titans of Darkness, and I'll repost it. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. Might not happen until the weekend, so I might not upload this until later, because I want to take care of my own channel stuff and so on and so forth. So this probably will be uploaded rather Saturday or Sunday, give or take. So yeah, that's the story. Bankai Night 22, Devilman. Oh, by the way, another thing I want to mention about Devilman, not really a spoiler, but watch out for Satan. Now, that's another thing I thought that was very interesting about Devilman. Last thing I want to mention. Satan done in Devilman, it gives you a different perspective of what Satan really looks like. I mean, it's not... It doesn't... Not the Satan that we think about. He's got horns and black wings and shit. No, this Satan's different looking. I really enjoyed that part. I'm Bankai 922, Titans of Darkness. Gotta spread the darkness, and you can't get any darker than Devilman. I'm telling you guys right now, you cannot get any darker than Devilman. He's a devil with the heart of a man. See you guys later. Peace.